right. We're not
live TV, baby.
Yeah. Kobe heard Vic the Brick is asking a question, so he wants the answer. And here he is live at the Staples Center on ESPN News.
The defensive intensity you guys had, played with tonight?
Well, we played very well. You know, we played with a lot of energy. You know, guys are working hard, and you know, that's all you can ask for when you play against Orlando Magic, because they do a great job spacing you out. And you know, everybody on the floor has to be willing to work.
Was there a different wrinkle the way you guys played them tonight as opposed to the 2 games during the regular season?
No, I just think we did a better job. You know, did a better job staying alert. And like I said, you know, man 1 through 5, everybody was dedicated to working hard, getting back in transition. We did a pretty good job.
On the right side.
Kobe, congratulations on a very impressive win tonight. You had a career high with 40 points. What can you do to take this into game 2?
I think the best thing we can do is just forget about it. That's the best thing we can do. You know, this is a resilient Orlando Magic team. They've been through a lot of adverse situations before. This is nothing to them. You know, they'll be ready to go game 2, and we just got to forget about this and move on.
3 in the back. Right here, Mark.
Kobe, the camera is catching you in bared teeth all the time now. It started to show up last couple games, Denver and this game. You aware you're doing it? And secondarily, you know, your expressiveness has like gone up another level. We know you've been a hard driving leader for a long time, but it seems like, you know, you really cut it loose now.
No, I just want it so bad, that's all. I just want it really bad. So, you know, it's just, you know, you just put everything you have into the game, and then, you know, your emotions kind of flow out of you.
In the back.
Hi, Kobe.
Back right.
We've talked a lot about the offense of you guys tonight, but the defense was spectacular too. Can you talk about some things you guys were doing to keep them from getting a lot of open shots?
Number 1 in the ring.
You know, we just had to work hard. Just worked hard. You know, we scrambled. We were very active. Our bigs were very active, and you know, that's what you have to do against a team like Orlando. I mean, you gotta work your tail off for 24 seconds.
Kobe, what's the rest of your life like right now? I mean, are you completely focused on this right now? We talked a lot before in the Denver series about how much or how little you're sleeping. Is this completely all you're focused on right now?
Pretty much. Yeah. Pretty much. I'm a bit of but you know, my kids call me the grumpy from the 7 dwarfs. That's pretty much how I've been at home. Just been a grouch, just waiting for this series.
Is this the first smile we've seen from you in maybe a week?
Probably.
Kobe, those guys are probably going to come out and fire on game 2. Are you guys going to be ready? Is that something that you guys are going to discuss? That you know, they're going to make adjustments. They're going to come out.
No, we better be. We talked about it a little bit after the game, and we'll talk about it at length tomorrow. This is, you know, this team is extremely resilient. You know, so we'll be ready.
Kobe, you talked about you want it so badly. Not to suggest that you didn't want it badly in 2000, 2001, and 2002, but the fact that you've lost the last 2 times you've been in the finals, the fact that there's been a gap, is that created this more intense hunger that we detect from you right now?
Yeah, it's a bit of everything. It's a bit of everything. It's a lot of motivation. A lot of motivation. And, you know, I'm using it all right now.
On the right side.
Kobe, you took more shots tonight than the last 2 games combined. You say you read, you know, depending on the situation. What about tonight made it a high-volume shot game?
Well, they were giving me a jumper. You know, they were backing up, giving me the jumper, so I took it.
Kobe, hi, Kobe. The Warrior Glare has been inspiring, but the mantra now, I'm sure Phil has mentioned it, maybe you've mentioned to the team, that after a victory, you must tighten the cords of your helmet even tighter, because just when you think you have found it, you have at that moment lost it.
We haven't found anything. It's 1 game. No big deal.
On the right side.
At times, the offense departed from the triangle and relied more on a high pick and roll to generate offense. Was that by design? Were you seeing things?
That was by design. You know, we saw something that at the moment in the game, we needed a little bit of scoring. So I took it upon myself to use that play and come off, put a couple points on the board, and try to gear up some momentum for my ball club.
Anthony Carter, HG Star One News. Can you talk about what you got from Fisher and Bynum versus Rafer and Dwight?
Well, we got consistent effort, Fish is always, they really didn't leave Fish too much. As the series goes on, maybe that'll change, but the shots that he did have, he knocked down. Defensively, his effort was outstanding, and the same thing with Andrew. I felt Andrew came out with a lot of energy to start the ball game, which really helped us get us off to a good start, and did as good a job as you can on Dwight, and felt like he did a good job.
Got last two questions in the back and in the front.
Kobe, I know you've been working with the trainer, with Tim Grover. I just wonder what went into that decision, and are you physically feeling some benefits from that?
Yeah, I feel great. This is the best I've felt this late in the season, my whole career. So I feel outstanding.
Last question here in the front.
Kobe, Orlando. When you saw the rookie Lee guarding you, it's not like you're playing against in the series with Houston. Do you feel like you can just take advantage of this guy at any opportunity that you so choose?
No, I don't think so. I think that's doing him a tremendous discredit, because even though he's a rookie, he's a very, very solid defensive player, and I think he's proven that all year long. He's proven that in the playoffs, and Petrus as well.
And my final question to you, I talked about this, I asked a question to both Lamar and Powell. The last 3 games that the Lakers have played have probably been the best 3 games of the playoffs. Do you agree with that, and what do you have to do to make sure that this team stays in that mindset?
Well, we just got to keep working. I think we've been playing extremely well the last 3 games. But just got to keep our foot on the gas, and keep our head down, and just keep on working.
Thank you, Kobe. Dwight Howard will be up shortly. We're off to a great start. Kobe focused even in the post-game news conference. Short. We come back here on ESPN News. We'll hear from Dwight Howard.
Short.
Let us play to the talking forum, Coach.
ESPN News, brought to you by Infinity. Luxury.